Yeah, so Helix Stadium XL is out first. That's going to be delivering this fall, followed shortly by Helix Stadium Floor, which is its smaller sibling. It's missing the treadle, scribble strips, and just a couple ins and outs. Otherwise, they're virtually identical. There's also a Nexus accessory that connects via Cat6 in the back that we use to expand the I/O and controller capabilities of Helix Stadium. The first Nexus accessory that's coming out is called Expand D10, and that adds Variax jack, L6 link, and AES EBU, and 8-channel optical, so you can send Helix Stadium XL or Helix Stadium to your audio interface, so you can expand the input count in your studio, or you can connect it to any number of digital consoles, live stage boxes, DA converters, so you could get up to 10 XLR outs from Helix Stadium. We also have an EX2 expression pedal and a Helix Stadium backpack coming as well. So Agora is brand new for us. Traditionally, what we do is as we get additional DSP, faster chips, newer hardware, we take the existing tools and we improve those tools, or we add additional ways to describe the behavior of amps and pedals. And then some of the old blocks get thrown out and we improve them as time goes on. With Agora, however, we kind of started from scratch. We just took a step back and we said, hey, how do people listen to amps? You know, what does it mean to be accurate? What does it mean to sound good? And are accurate amps and good sounding amps diametrically opposed? Are they the same thing? They may not be. So we really had to spend a lot of time understanding how people listen to amps and how they enjoy amps and what makes an amp enjoyable to play. And the result is something that is extremely accurate still, but it behaves differently and it feels different under the fingers. And it required not just more DSP to pull that off, but a whole different way of thinking, a different methodology of modeling amps. Proxy is our own in-house amp, pedal, cab, and signal flow capture technology. It uses the cloud because what's nice about cloud servers is there's a ton of horsepower at your fingertips, and we're able to increase our server load as more people come online. We're able to crunch numbers faster. We're able to crunch bigger numbers. And what's nice is because all of the work is being done on the cloud, and there's that communication that's happening directly from the hardware to the cloud, no computer needed, the user can keep playing. They can keep enjoying Helix Stadium, and then when the number crunching is done, they'll get a ping and says, hey, guess what? Your clone's ready to go. And they can just select it from the touchscreen. Showcase is, we want people to play out more. What methods can we invent that will make people want to play more, that will allow them to sort of let the technology melt away? And when you play live, so many people are enhancing their live performance with segues, with intros, with outros, backing vocals, things like that. And even if you don't use Showcase for tracks at all, it allows you to sort of seamlessly let the technology disappear, and it can automate not only preset and snapshot changes from within Helix and the looper functions and a lot of other cool things, but also lets you then expand that to external products for the entire stage. So you could use Showcase to automate your external pedals, to send DMX lighting cues, to switch all of your keyboards tracks. So we wanted to approach the UI from two different directions, because Helix has a very wide variety of customers, and from the very beginner who may not know what a parameter does, they can tap the parameter and it explains right there on the screen. So if I don't know what the echo mode does, I can read about that. But what's nice is that even if you're an expert, you can read what some of the more esoteric parameters might do and some of our really cool, crazy delays and that sort of thing. We also have Focus View, which allows users to sort of dive into the model, the effect or the amp. Instead of having to dial things in from scratch, they can tap on the screen and instantly morph between 5 different distinct sounds, or if they slide their finger, they can morph between those. And if you're a power user, you can then replace one or more of those 5 zones with your own sounds for that particular amp or effect. And so now you can morph between your carefully curated stuff. And so collectively, instead of having to go in and dial in everything manually, you can just do it instantaneously. So if somebody downloads a preset from Custom Tone, you have no idea what that preset creator intended. You don't know what instrument they used. You don't know what tuning they may have had or what playback system they had. So We have additional contextual tools called preset info where you can read about that preset. So if somebody happens to type about, what tuning they used, it gives you a good springboard to make sure that you can interact with that preset in the same way. In addition, a user can hear a dry audio guitar clip through that preset. So you're actually hearing the person who created the preset play through the preset in real time. And if you don't like what they did, you can then tweak it however you want, or you can record your own guitar clip for your own presets and then share them online as well. Anytime somebody's playing live, there's always this sort of push-pull between what the front of house needs to hear versus what your in-ear monitors you need to hear versus, say, what your playback system on stage is hearing. And since so many people are doing silent stages right now, it's really tough to make sure that everybody's aligned and everybody's hearing the right stuff. So Helix Stadium now has a 3-stage matrix mixer where you can have a completely separate monitor mix for the 1/4-inch outputs, say, to your playback system, your XLRs to the front of house, and the headphone output, which might be feeding your IEMs, or it might be going to the drummer, or it might be going to your musical director. And what's great is that you can have a completely separate volume pan mute and solo for each of the 4 stereo paths, any of the 8 stereo showcase tracks, Bluetooth in, aux in, USB 1.2 in, metronome, that sort of thing. So you can set up a powerful matrix Q mixer for multiple members of the band. Nexus is fun because it's open-ended and we don't know where it's necessarily going. We know where we want to take it, but because it allows for multi-channel in and out, and bidirectional communication and daisy-chainable power, it allows us to expand the ins and outs and control capabilities of Helix Stadium. So the first accessory that connects via Nexus is called Expand D10, and that adds VDI, Variax, L6 Link, AES, EBU, and 8-channel optical to Helix Stadium. So with those, you can connect your Variax, you can connect your PowerCab Plus, or you could connect it to your audio interface. If it has ADAT light pipe input, you can now expand the input count of your recording studio. Or if you're performing live, you could run this into your digital console if it has optical input, or a stage box, or a D-to-A converter. So then you would have 10 XLR outs from Helix Stadium. Besides Expand D10, our first Nexus accessory, we're also shipping EX2, which is our sort of Goldilocks matching aesthetic expression pedal. What's special about it is it's extremely lightweight. It's sort of a perfect size. It's not too big, it's not too small. And with a single TRS 1/4-inch cable, you can connect it to Helix Stadium or Helix Stadium XL or Pod Go, Pod Express, HX Stomp XL, and it's plug and play with a single cable. So you don't have to worry about weird Y cables to get both expression pedal and the toe switch. OG Helix was originally meant to be the centerpiece of your guitar rig. Helix Stadium is really meant to be the centerpiece of the entire stage.